Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be going over some brand new LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2021 set news that has been going around in the Instagram community, and then also we're going to be covering some official set reveals as well, because I wanted to share my thoughts on some of them. Even though I'm a bit late on some of the news, I still wanted to discuss it here within this video, but we're going to begin by going over some of the text information that is out on Instagram, so I'll be sure to link all of these sources down below at the top of the description of the video. And keep in mind as well, I did do a separate video where I went over all of the set information for LEGO Marvel Superheroes and the upcoming set, so if you want to check that video out, I'll be sure to link it at the end of this one. But for now, let's get straight into it with the first piece of news. Alright, so the first piece of news that we have here is one that I want to get out of the way here because it's a bit of disappointing news here. It's actually that we were getting word that we were going to be receiving a Black Panther minifigure that was going to have a molded helmet, but now we know that Black Panther will not have a molded helmet like previously reported, and instead it's just going to be a normal like printed minifigure face with that earpiece, so it's going to be same as it usually is. And then also the Black Panther minifigure is going to have purple energy marks around it. Of course, previously we received one with like blue energy marks kind of going around it and flowing through the figure, but now we're going to get purple ones, so I think that's pretty cool. It's definitely much more accurate, and I do like that quite a bit, but it is definitely disappointing that we're not getting a molded helmet because I thought that would be really cool. But hopefully LEGO sees this and kind of the disappointment in the community, and then hopefully eventually we will wind up getting this at one point for a Black Panther figure. But for now it's a bit disappointing, but I still wanted to share the news. Then the next piece of news that we have here is actually for the Daily Bugle set number 76178. This one is going to be an 18 plus set, and I'm not going to go over all of the information regarding this set because I did do that in the separate Marvel sets video, but I do have some new information here, and it is for 3 new figures that we could potentially be receiving in this set. Now keep in mind, all of this text information is just like rumors, so it's nothing officially confirmed. Now you can trust some of the sources, of course, a bit more than others, and I try to only bring you the information that I trust myself, so this is more likely that it's going to happen, but we still have to take it with a bit of a grain of salt. And the 3 figures that are now apparently going to be coming in the set include Black Cat, Daredevil, and Punisher as well, so this is very, very exciting. Of course, I love the character Black Cat, and I'm so excited that we're finally receiving her in minifigure form. I think that's well overdue, so that's going to be really fantastic to see. And then Daredevil and Punisher, of course, I'm not sure if they'll be these versions, but I know that mainly from the Netflix shows, and it's so exciting that we're finally going to be hopefully getting them within this set. Or if it's not going to be this one, I've heard some people saying it could potentially be in the minifigure series that we're getting from Marvel, but I'm not too sure if they'll wind up doing that because that's going to be MCU based, and I don't really know if they consider the Netflix shows to be like canonical with the MCU universe. So still, I think it's very exciting if we do wind up getting these 3 minifigures in this set because they're definitely going to be fantastic. And now the third and final piece of text news here, and then we'll get into the actual sets here, is a new set reveal here, and it is for Asgard Thors House. This one's going to be a store exclusive and will retail for $29.99 USD, and I didn't put the Canadian price because we don't know that officially. I would guess either $39.99 or possibly $50. I'm not too sure. I'm leaning more towards it being only $40, but this set will include Thor, Korg, and Meek, and I think that's awesome. It's so exciting that we're getting a set of this. Of course, if you know from Avengers Endgame when Thor has kind of let himself go and he's playing Fortnite in his house, and you've got Korg there, Meek, and I think that is just super cool that we're getting this as a LEGO set, so I'm definitely really excited for this one. Alright, now we're getting into the official images that we have here for some of the LEGO Marvel Superhero sets, and the first one that we have here is for set number 76198, SpiderMan and Dr. Octopus Mech Battle. This one's going to include 305 pieces and will retail in the US for $19.99 and then in Canada for $24.99, and it's going to be releasing on April 26th of 2021. And this is a fantastic set. I can't lie, when I originally saw this set, I didn't know the price yet, and I just took a look at it. I saw the piece count and I was like, okay, this is probably going to be like a $40 set, like speaking Canadian currency wise, probably $30 $15 US, and I thought, okay, it seems still pretty reasonable, but considering you only get 2 figures, it just doesn't seem like enough. But when I saw the price of this, because you can actually see this set on the LEGO Store's official website, and I saw the price and I was just absolutely floored by it. I was like, this is such a fantastic deal. We're finally getting a good price per piece like ratio here, so I think that's really exciting as well. The figures look fantastic. I'm so glad we're getting Spider-Man with the dual molded legs, and then we're also getting Doc Ock right here. Of course, the version that's very reminiscent of the design from the Spider-Man PS4 game, so it's cool that we're getting that figure within this set. I'm definitely very excited for that. And then just the mech builds honestly look really great. I think the Spider-Man one's pretty good. Of course, we've gotten a mech previously for Spider-Man, but I really love the Doc Ock one. Now, I kind of wish that the color scheme of the minifigure would have gone a little bit better with the mech, or vice versa. I think that the yellow kind of off-puts it a little bit because we don't really have any of that coloring on the minifigure, but I still think it looks very good, and it kind of screams like a classic comic book sort of Doc Ock design on the mech, and then you've got kind of more of the PS4 inspired version kind of piloting the mech, so I do like it still. I think this is definitely a fantastic set, and definitely one that I do want to pick up. Then the next one that we have here is set number 76187, and this one is the Venom set right here. It is going to include 565 pieces and will retail in the US for $59.99, and then in Canada for $79.99, and this one will also be releasing on April 26th of 2021, and this is a really good, like, helmet, I suppose you can call it. I know it's more of like just Venom's actual head, but it's kind of what we've kind of titled this line of like Lego sets, because of course they've done it for Star Wars, they've done it with Marvel previously with the Iron Man helmet, so that's kind of what I've just gotten into the habit of referring to it as. But basically, the Venom head here just looks fantastic. I think it's got to be one of the best designs that we've received here for these sort of like helmet lines, and I think it just looks so great. There's so many cool details. You can even look very closely at the actual mouth of Venom, because we are going to go over Carnage as well after this one, and I think a lot of people are talking about how similar the two of them are, but if you really look, there's a lot of super cool details. Like inside Venom's mouth, you can see like some saliva dripping inside of it, and I think that is just such a cool detail. Now, maybe there could have been a use, and I never thought I'd really say this, but maybe including some stickers with this one to just add some more detail, but I do get it as well. Venom does have more of just a sleek sort of black design to him, so I don't think it's absolutely necessary, and I still think that it achieves having a really clean look here without the stickers, so I do like that aspect of it as well. I think it's definitely one of the best looking helmets. I still probably won't wind up picking this one up just because I'm not a huge fan of this sort of collection, because they don't include minifigures. Of course, it's not minifigure scale, obviously, so it's just not something that interests me personally. But if you're into just displaying your Lego, then I think this is definitely up your alley, and if you're a fan of Venom, I mean, this one's got to be a must buy. Now, the next one that we have here is set number 76199, the Carnage set right here, and this one includes 546 pieces, will retail for the same price as Venom in USD and CAD, so 60 US and then 80 Canadian, and this one is actually going to be releasing on April 11th of 2021, and all of these release dates are according to the LEGO Store's official website as well, because you can find these sets on their website, so it's definitely really exciting that we're getting this one even sooner than Venom, which is honestly quite surprising, but this one is also a really fantastic looking one. Now, I think that I prefer the Venom mainly because I think I just prefer Venom overall just as a character, but I think it just has more of a sleek design, but I do like the application of the stickers here. Now, one thing I will complain about is kind of the color of the teeth. I feel like it just blends so much into the actual like sort of like color scheme of Carnage that I don't think it stands out as well as Venom's teeth do, so that's a little bit of a misstep there, or not really a misstep, but just my personal opinion of not really caring for that as much. Now, I do like the black and red color scheme though. I mean, it's two of my favorite colors, so just combining them together there just looks super cool, and it still does have a great design, and I would say for most people, if you're gonna pick up Venom, you're probably going to want to have Carnage to pair together with it, because they just go hand in hand with each other, so definitely a really cool one here, and a great looking set. Alright, now the final set that we have here is one that I just wanted to briefly discuss. I left it for last here because this set's already released. I've seen a few reviews of it on YouTube, so I know that people can already get their hands on this set, but I still wanted to share my thoughts quickly as well. It's set number 40454, Spider-Man vs. Venom, and Iron Venom. It's going to include 63 pieces and retails for $15 in the US and then $20 in Canada, and the minifigures here are just fantastic. Of course, they're the highlight of this set here. I mean, you're not really going to buy it for the Venom vehicle right there, but I think that the two main standouts here, of course, are the Venomized Iron Man and then the Venomized Spider-Ham right there, who I believe they're titling like Pork Rind or something like that. I think it's just such an amazing design, and of course, Spider-Ham is still a quite rare figure to be able to get your hands on, and pretty expensive as well, coming in the Venomsaurus set, so it's cool that we can get a Venomized version here for such an affordable price. So I do like that quite a bit. I love the way that the printing looks on the actual face there. It just looks fantastic. And then with the Iron Man figure, I think that one looks great as well. Of course, we did get a previously like completely Venomized version in the Spider-Jet set that came with Spider-Man Noir, I believe is who came in that set, or it might have been a different set, honestly. I can't really remember too clearly, but I'll probably pop up an image of the set just on screen so you know what I'm talking about. But it's definitely cool that we're getting another version here. If you wanted to get it for a more affordable price, then this is the way to go about it. And honestly, I think I kind of prefer this version because I just like seeing the transformation kind of taking place here. I like how it's just halfway across there, so it definitely looks really cool, and it's just a fantastic looking set here, and definitely one that I want to pick up. Alright, so that's going to conclude the video here for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2021 set news. I hope you did enjoy, and be sure to let me know in the comment section down below which sets are you most excited for and what things most disappointed you. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say the Black Panther helmet mold not actually going to be a thing for the Black Panther figure, at least not yet, according to people on Instagram. So that's kind of unfortunate, but hopefully we do wind up getting that eventually at some point in the future. But I think for the sets that we do have confirmed here, I am very excited for the future of Marvel superheroes. There's so many great sets here with great minifigures as well, so I'm really looking forward to it. But I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, also subscribe as well if you would like to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated, so thank you so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.